was basically, bringing out all those flavors through our ice creams, whatever we experienced. So believe me, everything that we have created and presented in our ice creams is actually what we tasted in those locations. So just a quick background to the story. We felt, wouldn't it be great to have authentic ice cream flavors from all around the world year round? And right now, these are the 9 SKUs we have, which are the retail SKUs. And the same story, having traveled to over 57 countries and being introduced to diverse, authentic culinary experiences and flavors, I created these frozen line of desserts, wanting to share that small experience with you guys. And so far, we have been to 9 SKUs over here, and two of them are saffron from Spain and American red velvet cake ice cream, which is from here. Those are our seasonals so far. So going over the flavors one by one. This is how our ice creams look like. Our American red velvet mava ice cream is this is how it seems. The Spanish saffron. Our vanilla comes from Madagascar. Our coffee comes from Vietnam. Our matcha comes from Japan. Our chocolate comes from West Africa, which is pretty much where all the famous chocolatiers, Belgium chocolatiers, and Swiss chocolatiers get their cocoa from. Then our cardamom comes from Guatemala, which is where 80% of the world's cardamom comes from. If someone is wondering what cardamom is, it's a spice that is somewhere between, which has the sweeter notes of vanilla and has slightly spicier notes of cinnamon. So it's somewhere right in between. And we have our black sesame from China, because that's where majority of the black sesame actually grows. And our mango ice cream comes from India, or our mangoes come from India, and our pistachios come from Turkey, and coconut from Thailand. So these are the 11 SKUs. Two of the ones, saffron and American red velvet, are specifically only available online. The rest of them slowly and hopefully soon will be in a grocery store near you. How do we make these products? We slowly cook our mava, which is the South Asian milk solid, with milk, and our flavor ingredients. Slowly cook them to get the more caramelized and rich and creamy notes, and then we cool them to come down to room temperature. And from there, we batch them using a batch freezer, basically your ice cream maker. We put it over there and churn out all the ice creams and fill them in pints. So that's what you see in front of you. So as you can see over here, the ingredients are being put in, the ice cream is coming out, we're mixing stuff, we're packaging it, and there you go. That's my operations manager over there. She runs the show while I am here talking to you. Yeah, in a nutshell, that's our story. Those are our products. We are selling stuff online in packs of 3, 6, and 12. And you can order these anytime throughout the year. They reach you completely frozen within less than 24 hours. We had sent a package to Elizabeth. Elizabeth, do you have something
Yes,
to add over there?
yes, and they're absolutely delicious. And I actually have Dr. John here. That Snehi, I'm going to introduce you to him in after this event. But these ice creams are eggless, and I think I grew up in India, so mava was a very big part of my diet, and it is really beautifully done. In fact, the ice creams are so fresh when you get them that you almost feel like they were just hand churned and sent to you. So of course I'm favored with mango, but the pistachio is also very good. So I highly recommend them. And if you want to order it, we'll make sure that you have the link and you can order them. And hopefully, as we get out of the pandemic and shipping is not as expensive, we'll be able to share with you the ice cream at the next event, and people can actually try it. So yeah, so Elton, we will do a tasting at some point.
Yeah. And one of these are the attributes of a product. We work really hard in making sure that our products are obviously made with high quality ingredients, but they are chemical free, gluten free, egg free. They're very real, very honest. We're women owned, minority owned, and we are proud Go Texan members. Why that is very cool is uh, Texas is very business friendly, has made things very easy on small business folks like myself. So we proudly say we are Go Texan members. So in a nutshell, we have our Gallivan promise. We make our products with the purest of ingredients, and we have these are the nine SKUs that are available in retail, and very soon, hopefully, in a grocery store near you guys. But yeah, any questions?
And look at the packaging, everybody. You really feel like you're traveling. If people like global travel, you really, with one spoon, it kind of carries you to these fabulous destinations. And I think it's just a wonderful, and especially for Earth Day, I think, Snehi, this is just a wonderful presentation because you're bringing the whole world together, manufacturing in Texas, and producing a bite of flavor, which is just and you're reducing waste and being environment conscious. Though for those of you who missed her presentation this morning, she did a great job with that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll make sure that you get the link and that you can order this fabulous ice cream. And my next speaker is another woman-owned business. And I was very, very pleased to meet Shada. And Shada is also going to wow you with some great stuff. And Dr. John and Snehi, you guys need to get together and have a diabetic ice cream produced. So this would be very much apropos to not having grain and having a bite of ice cream. So I do want to introduce the two of you at the end of this event and get a meeting going. He's got this fabulous book. And so people want to know, but Dr. John, if you don't let us eat anything, then what can we eat? So you can point to ice cream. I'm actually following Dr. John's diet, and it's very difficult because I'm trying to cut down on rice, and it's just kind of near to impossible for me. Yeah. So thank you for your book. So we'll do that connection. So Shada, tell us about this fabulous fashion line. And she's a fashion designer and been in the industry for a very long time. And one of the things that our group needs is to start dressing up because we're now moving out of the pandemic and getting back to work. And her clothes are just second to none. So if you need a personal designer, then here you have it. So please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Elizabeth. It's a pleasure to know all of you and to be in this group. My name is Shada. I'm the founder and designer of Upsportive. It's a sustainable women's sportswear, streetwear line that's also very trendy and colorful. I just want to talk about, just to put things into perspective, I just want to talk about a little about fashion's negative impact on our environment. I don't want to bore you with all these numbers. I tried to make it as brief as possible, but I think all of us could have some takeaways from these numbers.